Hi everyone, welcome to my channel, Love Storyteller Tarot. My name is Jeanette and this is the love reading for the earth signs Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus, Sun, Moon or Rising for the month of June 2017. Thank you to everybody that gives a thumbs up and likes, shares my videos, subscribes, all of that. I'm really appreciative of that. It helps me, it's your gift back to me, lets me know that we're connected. Let's get on with it. Let's see what's going on for the... I tuned in a bit before and the energy for the earth signs is something about justice, for the right reasons, and it's like the energy of doing something good for people that may be more vulnerable and are unable to, you know, stick up for themselves, speak up for themselves, so for the betterment of all, really. So that feels like there's a bit of justice that's coming back in around love and commitments. So let's have a look, see what's it's like a protector energy I'm getting. Oh, High Priestess, hello, haven't seen her for a while. So, and she's upright, so she's the divine feminine, basically, divine feminine. And we are in that time now, you know, like the world before was masculine run, and now due to time and astrology and, you know, the divine plan, it's time for the divine feminine, because, you know, the masculine's more about the mind and like go-getter and you know, that sort of energy, more aggressive, and the feminine is more receptive and gentle, and it's all about opening up the heart chakra. And, you know, the divine feminine is willing to share the energy, and not to force anything, but to teach and show through being a good character, you know, being a good character, and for, you know, principles, values, that sort of thing, rather than, you know, the personality, like it says on my website, you can check out that article, is I've got personality versus character. The personality is, you know, your ego, your persona, what you project out into the world. You know, a personality is who you're being when people are watching, but the High Priestess is all about what's going on behind the curtain that people can't see. So what's going on in your own home or behind the scenes, so to speak. Being a good character is you know, who you're being when no one's watching. So there's a difference between personality and character. And, you know, somebody can have a great personality but not such a good character. You're looking for, you know, a personality is a personality, and it can change in different circumstances, so it's more flexible in that way. But a character is something that's you know, a noun, I think you call it. So it's more solid, it's there, it's a foundation, and that's what the High Priestess is about. She's all knowing, and there's usually hidden secrets, you know, because there's something behind this veil at the back, and there's something that is hidden, can't see, but there's a knowingness to it. You can sense it. You can sense it to do with your love lives, and it's all about intuition and trusting that intuition. You know, she's very she's very neutral, a bit like the Justice card. They're between two pillars, and the High Priest, both between two pillars. And it's like not being off the feminine and not being off the masculine. It's sort of like neutral. So being neutral in your situations concerning your love life. You know, it's the number 2, which leads to your 2 of Cups, and you know, it's about union. It's about union. It's not either or. It's not one extreme to another. It's balance. So, and like I said, the Divine Mother, who's very receptive and intuitive and comes more from her heart. You know, the cross is actually on her heart. So it's saying, you know, come more from your heart, whereas the masculine was more from the mind. But now it's you know, even the masculine energy there is waking up to coming more from the heart center and trusting their intuition in situations to do with love, rather than the logic of the mind. So that's what the High Priestess is saying. So about knowingness and intuition connected to the past. For so what you were sensing and knowing in the past, you know, for the earth signs, it was correct because she's upright, and so was correct, and in a situation with love, and what she said was correct. She was coming from, you know, the light attributes of the High Priestess, and even though things were hidden from her view, she could sense and know things. Very, very strong knowing energy. So what you sensed and felt to do with your past is correct, and there's no need to doubt that in the situations concerning love. Now this is all about mental tension, worry, not being able to sleep, and that could be due to maybe doubting yourself, doubting what you sensed and saw for yourself, because she's the in the animal tarot, it's the spider, and you know, it's about being direct in situations, and maybe you as the feminine was direct, but then that causes anxiety, and on a mental level it's like, oh, was that right, was I right, was I wrong, and you know, confusion, and not being able to sleep due to this worry. So it seems like for the month of June, for the earth signs, there's going to be some worry in the here and now, due to the High Priestess being that energy and being very intuitive, being very psychic, and maybe doubting your skills and talents in this area. But there is a new beginning. So something's keeping you up at night, something will be keeping you up at night, something will be worrying you throughout the month of June. But remember, it is only for June. That's the here and now. For this card, yes, that's more of the future. That could be for maybe, you know, the summer months. So June, July, August, because it's sort of like 3 months. It's the near future. So this is all about a new beginning. So, you know, you might be worrying about a new beginning, how you can make a fresh start in love, and wanting the, you know, the good feeling factor on an emotional level, really. But that is very positive. A new beginning in love, the early stages, like conception, early stages. Something hasn't manifested yet, or it won't have manifested yet, because it's the energy. You need to feel that energy of excitement, of love. So you might be feeling that, it might be stirring once you've gone through this stage, and you know, your heart is open, because she's got the cross on here, which is right in the center of her heart. So excuse me. So there's an opening of the heart, a new feeling. This is new feeling, excitement, joy, something bubbling, feeling good. Maybe not having something on a tangible level as to why you're feeling that, but it's there. It's very positive. See, being the High Priestess, being your divine feminine and owning that power, has got you victory. You might not feel that, but there, you know, you have received some sort of reward for being her, for trusting your knowingness, and for being neutral and not being attached to anything in that way, around your love life, around your spiritual way, because this is very much about spiritual, but it comes into creativity. It is fire, and it's you know, you've gone through those battles, or you certainly did in the past. By using your intuition, you've actually come out on top. You've gained victory. You've got the rewards for doing that, and you've achieved something. And you've, to some extent, you know, you've achieved some form of public recognition, and you've been noticed. So this comes very much under people that you know, read the tarot, or healing energy, the healing arts, writing, anything like that. But it's when you're tapping into the unknown, you know, and you're channeling, very much channeling information, has got you somewhere in life, as in, you know, your career, because this is very much about career, and it's more based on creativity, and you know, you had to go into battle, and that could have been battling with your inner self, and then hence why there's some worry on a mental level, some anxiety, some depression, maybe, because it is of the mind. It is of the mind. So maybe watch the mind, because we want to know, you know, what is the truth around your love relationships, and this is part of it. So for some, feeling that way, but following your intuition, following your own inner knowingness has got you victory, and a place of recognition, maybe, you know, some sort of rewards in that way. As to what level, don't know, but there you go. We've got justice come up again, and I was talking about the pillars, and you know, okay, it's black and white on here, which is about, you know, the divine feminine, the divine masculine, and being neutral. Not one of them is more important than the other. You know, she just knows what's behind the curtain. That's all. And the High Priest is more somebody you go to, and is like, gives you counsel. This is more channeled information, definitely channeling going on there, or you have been in the past, especially if you do, you know, this sort of work. Even if you're writing, you're channeling that information, and it's about acknowledging that, you know, some humility as to it's coming through you rather than it's you. It's our job only to be a clear channel, and to have humility, and to let go of, you know. So it's all around justice, and I think I said on one of the other readings, it's about, you know, justice can take a long time. Real justice can take a long time. It can take years sometimes, but those scales will be balanced where your love relationships are concerned, and any karmic ties and hurts from the past, you know, they will be balanced. They will become balanced, and you know, even to the extent of balancing your own knowingness and the mind, you know, the truth, your truth, because this is about the truth, and this is about you know, again, we've got the veil, but it's purple, so it's to do with spirituality, and very much the shoulders is representing the heart chakra, and to do with the material world, and bringing that justice down into this concrete world, where love's concerned. So karmic lessons and karma, you know, being balanced out really. And this can be legal cases. It has, you know, it comes up when there's passports, so it's to do with travel, you know, anything to do with the courts and the justice system, very much like that. It can come up for divorce as well. So there might be some worry and concern around something, could possibly be something to do with, well, it's something legal or justice, or it could be karma justice, but there's worry on someone's mind, and they can't sleep because they're wondering, are they, you know, is there ever going to be justice in this situation? Because in the past there has been, but there is going to be some form of victory. And it's, you know, it's around the Ace of Cups, and the Empress, which is all to do with the feminine again. Actually, they're quite powerful. The High Priestess, the Justicar, and the Empress are very, very powerful energies. She's very much the Earth goddess, the, you know, Gaia. Very much full of beauty, and Venus, which is all about quality, you know, luxury. She's got luxury, and you can even see on this one anyway, the flowers on there looks the same on there. So she's very much connected to the High Priestess, but more in a natural nature way, so very instinctive. But she does represent the mother. She is all about quality, not quantity, even though it's about abundance. But it's, you know, sometimes less is more, and it's about keeping things simplistic, and maybe not wanting too much, because the more you have to have time to do things with, and can take you more out of yourself. And she's very much about the mother, the home, nurturing, very much about nurturing, and the Ace of Cups. So there's going to be some form of justice concerning this. Very much can be a pregnancy, so there's going to be some justice, even either legally, on a material level, you know, a court system, a court, something going on to do with the courts, family law, justice, that sort of thing. And there's worry or anxiety around that, and because this can be together a pregnancy, because she is very much pregnant. So there could be something around that, for those of you wanting to have a baby. That's in the future, over the next 3 to 6 months, June, July, August. But yeah, in the past, if you know, you was getting your nudges, you was following your guidance, your inner guidance, your inner knowingness, which brought victory, was all about walking away from something. And that was the right thing to do, because we do have the victory card there. And it was to do with, for some of you, to do with your work, or your, not work, your calling, a vocation, because this is very much, can be about a vocation. So to do with your vocation. So maybe some of the tests and the karmic tests in the past was about either a relationship that was karmic and dependent instead of independent, and then some of you had to make a choice between going with your calling, your vocation, or this relationship. And maybe for some of you the relationship was draining you out of this energy, and you weren't able to be the High Priestess, but you know, you'd have known that the signs were there, and that is very much about walking away from an emotional situation and walking towards something much healthier. So, you know, the 7 before is about your options, and maybe that option that you took on an emotional level didn't turn out or pan out the way you thought it might have. Maybe it was around the eclipses. I can't remember now, was that February time, but it ends in August, maybe those eclipses. And then you did that then, but you know, they're not balanced here like they are on some of the other cards. There is a gap there, and you can see the 5, which is separated to the 3. So it could be that you're walking away from the disappointment, and then you're walking towards the 3, which is about a celebration and something, a relationship, a confirmation of a relationship that will work. So something that's more long lasting and steadfast, and maybe that was the choice that you needed to make at the time, sometime in the past. It doesn't say when. It will be different for a lot of people, but it was the right thing to do, because we got the victory card there, because it was, you know, she's more important. Sometimes you have to sacrifice something of lesser value for something of far greater value, and those karmic relationships, you know, would be what you needed to sacrifice, because you wouldn't be able to step into the High Priestess role, really, is what they're saying. And only the High Priestess really can bring this justice, but she's what's at the heart of the matter, and this new beginning. And for some, you know, it's not always about children, it's about creativity. So for some it could be on an emotional level, feeling great about a new start. This very much is about the home and a business, running a home from a business, or nurturing, you know, a family or a home. So it can be that also, very much, because we've got the 8 again, because somebody's been, you know, you're heading towards the 9, like I said, but it's showing more of the 3 of Cups on here, because this is about self-imposed prison due to thinking around, you know, justice. And maybe some of you doubting, was that the right thing to do? Was it the right thing to do? But on here it's saying that, you know, it's about balance, isn't it? Basically, this card is about balance. The scales are there. It's Libra. It's the 7th house, marriage and relationships. And things that keep you up in the night and keep you worrying is not good. And there needs to be a balance. And maybe there's something, or there might be something, because this is in the here and now, something that's worrying you, that you're imprisoning yourself. You're doing it to yourself, You know, you can free yourself at any time. This card is all about that. You can free yourself, because it's very loosely, but she can't see, but that's of your choosing. It's of your choosing. So we got the Sword of Truth. So this is a new awakening on a mental level. So you are going to get there. You are going to take that off, because there's the sword, the new beginning there of a new way of thinking, and that's what justice is. You know, that's what she carries here. This side is the sword. The sword matches, and the wreath, you know, it's the same. It's the crown. It's the jewel of the crown. Is your soul, your higher self, your higher thinking, is the answer to this new beginning. And there's two new beginnings. There's a new beginning on an emotional level, and there's a new beginning on a mental level. And really, you can't have one without the other. So this is very much working on your emotional life and your mental energy. So, because this is a new idea that's given to you, where there's going to be rewards. You know, it's waking up to a new perception of seeing something clearly, seeing something different to how you saw it before, because it was how you was thinking got you to drop to the 8. And I think justice is 8 as well. So around some form of justice. So it depends on what you've been thinking, but there is a new beginning, a new idea that's going to get you out of this self-imposed prison that's keeping you trapped on a mental level. You know, it's on a mental level, and they say, you know, you are what you eat, and also you are what you think. And I did say about justice at the beginning, about something being balanced, and justice as in the scales of justice, you know, righteousness on behalf of oneself or society, for those people that, you know, are unable to speak up for themselves, or a close person or a partner that's unable to speak up for themselves, or, you know, it would be something like that. But what's going on underneath that maybe you're not aware of, because this tends to be what's going on underneath, so if it was underneath you wouldn't be able to see it, is it's all to do with this card is the plodder card for me. It's something that goes at a steady pace, but they do produce, this one coin does produce more, and you know, it's a process, it's an ongoing process, and it's steady wins the race. And it's steadfastness, it's very much connected to the countrysides, and she's very much the countryside, you know, so it is coming under the earth sign, very earthy element, so your Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, because this is about making a commitment to something, and you might have to be, you know, challenge yourself on something to do with around a home, or to do with a business, something like that, or to do with a move to the country. It can be anything like that, in a more rural setting, for the High Priestess to blossom and to feel happy. For, you know, it's the High Priestess that brings justice, which is about knowingness rather than the facts, because the justice is all about facts. So maybe it's about knowingness and the facts that brings the new awareness, the mental awareness, the mental idea, or the truth. You know, this card represents the truth. And maybe you're not wanting to look at the truth about something because of the past and walking away from it and too painful. So it could be that also. It's definitely you're having to challenge yourself, to put yourself to a test because of the Justice card. Put yourself to a test to do with this, to basically change this because of the Justice cards in between. Right, let's go a bit deeper. See what else is going on. So the High Priestess, the Divine Feminine. Yeah, see, there's nervousness, and this card came up in one of the other readings I've just done. I'm not sure if it's the full moon in Sagittarius, or it'll be the fire sign one that I just did. But yeah, this is like the night seems long and dark and dingy and scary, and you know, because the High Priestess is about the unknown, but that's what it is. That's what's, see, with the High Priestess, you are actually a bit in the dark because something's unknown, but that is to do with the past. But yeah, there's nervousness, anxiety for her, the Divine Feminine, because she's having to rely on what she can't see, and that causes that on another level. That causes the worry, the anxiety, or that could even be, you know, chirpy is about someone talking about the High Priestess, someone talking about her behind her back because there's something hidden. And her intuitiveness would be like, yeah, you're either nervous about your intuition and you don't have confidence with that, or in the past you didn't, and it's like causes anxiety, or it's the other way, you know, people or a person is talking about the High Priestess in a not so good way. Well, there is news on its way to do with this Justice. Can you see all the cards? Sorry, I forget where the camera is sometimes. There is some news to do with this Justice. You know, some news that's long awaited, that's been long awaited, that's going to balance the scales is on its way. You know, this feels like, for the earth signs, this has been a long time coming, and but it's going to arrive, and this news is usually from somebody who's kind and gentle natured, and you know, not always about love. Sometimes it is somebody who will be there to support you, but you never know what develops out of that. But it means movement, it means something's on its way, and like I said, I feel as though it's news that has been waiting a long time. There's going to be victory because this horse is facing this one, so there is going to be some form of victory as to some justice for what's happened in the past, for either you or someone you know that you've been a support to, so you might be giving it to them, giving them that news, but definitely the universe is having its say. And this worry and concern has been about property, or will be. It will be around a home, a house, either a family home or maybe a family home that you don't live in anymore, so your parents' home, because we do have the Empress there. But basically it's to do with something that's familiar, to do with property. So for some it could be whatever it is, it is property. It could be a home or it could be property. There's a difference, you know. You either make a property at your home or you see it as just somewhere to rent. But so it could be that there's some problems keeping you up at night concerning rent, concerning a mortgage, concerning a business. If you're into property, there's something keeping the earth signs up in the month of during the month of June around property. Around, because definitely there's nervousness there, because there's something that's hidden, unknown, or has been from the past. And maybe you think that the past is going to repeat itself. So you know, you think you've dealt with something, and you think you've dealt with something, you maybe took a risk in love, for those that if you were single but took a risk in love, and then those issues from the past is re-emerging, and it's like, oh gosh, what do I do with that? So, and then you're thinking, is the past going to repeat? Am I going to go through this again? Because there's worry and concern around a home situation. But this new beginning in love, and like I said, that can be anything, is very, very positive. Very positive, a new beginning. But it's not the two. It's not the Two of Cups. It's the energy around. So you're going to need to be, over the summer months, very, very aware of new people coming into your life. And that, so, but it's very positive, very optimistic, and blessing. This is a blessing, you know. To have a good relationship is a blessing, and you need to be grateful for it, because if you're not grateful for it, then it won't stay. So with this new relationship coming in, it's about you know, joy, feeling happiness, feeling good, and it's about being grateful to have this relationship, because it is a blessing. And whether that's a baby for some of you, or whether that's a personal significant relationship, either way. So yeah. Oh, well, this was to do with there was some sort of form of victory over a friendship, to do with the friendship, to do with the companion. You see, very much about a companion, but it was a friendship, and there was some sort of victory, but maybe. And that was a reward. That was a reward for being your High Priestess, even though that scared you, or maybe caused you anxiety. But that was a good thing, to do with the friendship, either sex, male or female. Or, you know, sometimes to have victory, you've got to be more friendly towards somebody. Got to be more outgoing, more friendly, like I was saying about personality and character. You know, sometimes you've got to be bubbly, outgoing, and it's a personality. Your character's more important. Sometimes you've got to be to gain victory. But there was some sort of nervousness, maybe for this person who was the companion, who was the friend, was nervous. To do with the High Priestess, because maybe they thought, oh my God, she sees right through me. She sees right through my soul. She knows exactly who I am. She knows me better than I know myself. That is scary. So it could be that, because of the but again, I don't know which reading I just done. I've done the fire signs and I've done the full moon, but there was something about the High Priestess, the Empress and the mouse in that one. So either one of them, because this is like something like a loss, something being lost, something being stolen. So wanting to be a mother, something's nibbling away at a home situation, or a pregnancy, a loss. This is quite a dark card, but it's also about negotiations, because it's okay, because we've got the Sun card here. So the Sun overrules this card, and it says, no, I'm more dominant than you, and I'll shine the light on it, and I'll show you what it is. You know, a mouse is a rodent, isn't it? It's something that takes things. But yeah, the Sun card's there, so I don't know completely what that's to do with, but it does represent a loss of some kind. But justice is there. Justice is there for the Empress. You are going to get quality, even though somebody's a mother in whatever shape or form. So any exes that might be nibbling away at something, could be that. But yeah, this is all to do with, well, this is about investment, and yeah, it can come under money, but it can also be investing in walking away from something and walking towards something more healthier. But this companion, maybe walking away wasn't the right thing. But this companion, that's somebody who has money and maybe invest in the companionship. But this is like destiny. But what I'm seeing here, because I want to read it intuitively, is what I'm picking up here is the cross and the cross. So this is like your road is in the hands of the gods. But how I'm reading it on this occasion is being the High Priestess will free you. Will free you. And of course that can come under religion. The cross is Jesus and Christianity. It could come under that. So for any of you that follow that path, then maybe there's something there. I don't know. But I'm seeing it more as the cross there, which is the heart. Opening of the heart will free you. And being the High Priestess is your destiny to free you. And that's something to do with finances, because that can be also a spiritual quest. But yeah, this is healing on a mental level. That's what I said, because these two cards are very, somebody who can be very low, low self-esteem, lethargic, negative talking, could be on some form of medication, something like that. Yeah, but this is a renewal. This is somebody feeling much better about themselves, and then coming up with new ideas. So for the earth signs. So let's have a look. Yeah, being this Knight of Pentacles, being this plodder, putting your head down, working hard, working towards the goal is going to get you the results. And it's the tortoise in the hare. It really is. It's that energy. You've got to be strong, because this is about being strong, being bold, being courageous. And it's just a process. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep at it. And that's very much the earth signs: Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. And you know, Capricorn is very steadfast, especially where work's concerned, goals are concerned, you know. But be bold, keep working at it. You're getting there, earth signs, you're getting there. Great strength. And that's something really, really important, really important. Where am I going? Let's see. What should we pull some cards out? Let's have a look at this Empress then, see if we can get more clarity, because this is in the future rather than focusing on the past. We'll go for the heart of the matter first. So clarity on the heart of the matter, some news, some form of justice coming in to do something to do with the past, because it's facing the past, to do with this companion, to do with something that was achieved, partially achieved. Yeah. And remember, the new moon in Gemini was about observing. This is about the facts, maybe about looking at the facts. When you receive this news, justice is about looking at the facts. Be objective, because this is about keeping a watchful eye. It's about being active, proactive, waiting, but keep on doing, keep on going. Remember, keep on going, keep on going. Don't give up, keep going. Which is around this. It's your destiny to break this pattern. It's your destiny to take off the blindfold. Nobody else is going to do it for you. Because here they've got a watchful eye, but here her eyes are covered. She doesn't want to see something. So, but you've got to go with the facts. But this also can be intuition, because it's about not seeing something. So you have to go with your gut instincts around this Knight of Pentacles. So that could be a person. If so, this person could be quite a tall person, somebody younger than yourself. No matter what age you are, they would be showing up as younger than yourself. So it could be a tall person, definitely a strong person, a loyal friend, and he shows up there. So maybe he would help you take the blindfold off, and that's what the Justice card is. But look to the fact, and maybe that's him on the horse coming in, offering help of some sort. Can come across a bit boring and not a great personality, because I'm talking about personality and character. But yeah, Justice is him, because it's on the Justice card. Something about support and a watchful eye. And let's have a quick look at the Empress as it is in the future. The Empress. Something to do with a problem in the family. Like I said, something's nibbling away at. That can be to do with children, because children are on there. But yeah, the Ten of Cups in reverse isn't the happy contentment. As problems, emotional problems in the family, definitely with the King of Cups in reverse. This is about maturity and a good father who emotionally supports his family. But in reverse, someone's being immature in the family and is nibbling at or trying to cause problems. Oh, well, they're all reversed. Why is that? I don't know. Just those cards on top. Yeah. Okay, so they're all reversed. So this is a fire sign woman who's Sagittarius, Leo, Aries, Sun, Moon or Rising. So that could be a couple, and maybe they're clashing. She's very much the entrepreneur and visionary, and he's more the Cancerian, Scorpio, Pisces, but I see more Cancerian because it's to do with family. They do tend to, I'm not trying not to stereotype here, but the water sign Cancerian do tend to have a issue around the mother. There's usually can be problems, I should say, maybe problems, or they might have had problems in their childhood to do with their mother. Okay, so there's definitely a problem in a family unit, but it could be because he's acting immature, emotionally manipulative, to do with the mother issue, and either that mother is the Queen of Wands in reverse. She's can be very spiteful, and because it's fire, can be aggressive, a bully, but they're both in reverse, so that's in the future. So you need to watch that. It will mean different for everybody, and then you could say that could be an ex-partner. It could be different scenarios, but the family isn't happy and isn't emotionally content, and there is emotional immaturity there within the family setting, and and that's to do with them as a couple. So let's go on and see what the romance angels want to say. Most important messages for the earth signs, please, to do with this reading. For the month of June. It's saying, let your friends help you. Ask for and accept support from others to do with this situation. So maybe somebody around you has an idea that would be very healing to do with this situation here, because there's a new beginning. So maybe one of your friends has got an idea to help with this. So it's a case of reaching out, to friends that you can trust. And even to the extent that, there could be a friend amongst you that knows somebody else, because this could be a potential partner, what they're going through. It will be one way or the other. And it's saying, because remember, keep going, keep plodding on. You might have to challenge yourself and test yourself in situations, but it's saying stay optimistic about your love life, positive thinking, because remember these two cards is the Justice. You need to turn your thinking around, and faith will bring you romance and that. So you've got to keep optimistic and talk to your friends about it, because there are going to be the results are going to be that there is going to be somebody that stirred your feelings. Remember here, somebody in the future over the summer months. We've got the sun there, which can represent the summer, June, July, August. Your feelings are real and worth exploring. Okay, so they're saying they are real and worth exploring. Let's have a look at these. And it is, ooh, hey, and we've got a bit of confirmation there. But self-acceptance is the key. Self-acceptance. Because remember, we've got this. This is a new beginning. Very positive new beginning in love. And we've got the romance card come up. So, you know, if you're single, then romance yourself. Do nice things for yourself. Act as though your partner's already here. You know, and then you will attract somebody, or align. I'd rather say align than attract. You will align with somebody that's like you, and that's, you know, willing to give and values you. Remember, the Empress is all about values. The Venus values, valuing yourself. This is all about pleasure and, you know, quality stuff. But romance is here, and you need to listen to your angels and your guidance, because there are some romantic feelings. Somebody's going to be stirring your, that's like Gone with the Wind, isn't it, sort of thing. Is going to be stirring your romantic feelings, because here in the near future, oops, time goes past so quick. A new location, so something to do with this romance is going to take you to a new location. This can come under the Empress, new location, a home. So yeah, either a job or to do with romance, or you need to go to a new location to find this person. Ask for some guidance. If you want to pause your video and ask your question now, your answer as best they can. A year from now, so that usually means within the year. So it doesn't mean to say that it's not going to happen. It just means maybe to get to your goal will, you know, maybe will take a year. Hence the plodding on. Be strong, keep going. You're heading in the right direction, but something will show itself. This romance, this new location will show itself within this year, within this 3 months is what I'm getting. No matter what the cards say, that's what I sense. So, and we'll end with, it's within this year, it's not a year from now. Most important message for the earth signs. Demonstrate love. Find out what is important to the people you love and act on it. So 48. It's about getting to know somebody. Sometimes people give clues about what it is important to them. You need to notice that. It could be listening when they have a lot to say, taking a walk, helping with chores, or planning to go on a vacation. So if you're in a relationship, these things are important to you. Pay attention to what others are telling us, can help us understand how to love them better. So, you know, you've got to be like your detective. Well, you've got to be your High Priestess, haven't you? And you need to trust that. You know, what you feel and sense, but demonstrating love will help you throughout the month of June. There we go then. I hope that helps. Please like, share and subscribe, and you know, comment and that. I really do appreciate it. It's your gift back to me. I do hope that helps, and I will see you back here in July. Lots of love. Namaste.